It's coming in under braking. Little chuckaroo. Big loops. And there goes that tire. Woo! Hello and welcome to another Out of Spec Reviews video. This is going to be epic, and that's because we are at a racetrack and we have our Tesla Model 3 Performance. Now, why are we at a racetrack with our Model 3 Performance? We are stress testing, I think, the most important Tesla accessory on the market. I'll explain what it is, why I've used it personally many times and it has saved my butt, but now we're putting it to the ultimate test. This is the modern spare tire kit for Tesla, and they make it for Tesla Model 3, Tesla Model Y, every Tesla model actually. And essentially it's this nice carrying case that comes with a jack, a spare tire, and I just keep this in my trunk. There have been scenarios where I've been actually on some off-road trails, well, shortcut sort of Jeep trails with this thing where I've punctured a tire. And this has actually come in handy, and we've really used the kit. It saved me. It all started back when I was on a road trip a couple of years ago in this car, where I got a flat tire in the middle of Arizona, and it totally derailed my entire trip. You know, Teslas and a lot of modern cars don't come with spare tires. And well, Modern Spare basically makes a compact kit that has everything you need, including a little candy, so you have something sweet to eat on the side of the road when you have a spare tire issue. And so it comes in this nice kit. So I said to Modern Spare, I said, hey, why don't you guys send us 4? Let's see how much abuse we can throw at these things, because I've run them on my car for, you know, 60, 70, 80 miles, something like this, and they come with these speed restrictions, but I'm like, let's just go until we either burn the tires off or something blows up. So that's what Timon's doing. He's pulling the stock factory 20-inch wheels off of this car and replacing them over here with 2, or I should say 4, Modern Spare tires for Tesla Model 3. This is a Model 3 Performance, of course, with track mode, which means we can drift it. And I'm excited to see sort of how these things feel. And I think before we actually go and see what they do, I'd like to run them through a couple series of tests. The first being, I'm gonna take this car out on the stock wheels and go set a lap time. And we're gonna see what we can do around here at IMI Motorsports Park in Colorado. Also, if you happen to live in Colorado and wanna have some fun on track, come on here to IMI and you can talk about track days or track rentals right here. So that's exactly what we're doing. And we're gonna throw the spare tires on there and then see how they do from a lap time perspective. Probably less, but that's the ultimate stress test of a heavy car really careening around the track. Then we're gonna go to a skid pad and shred the tires off. Do some big skids. So let's head out for a quick warm-up lap. Let me grab, what am I trying to grab? This phone, and let's take a look at our battery stats. If you can see them here. Everything is good. We're at 75% state of charge. Temperature exactly what we want. So let me just put some of this stuff in a door pocket. Let's go head out on the stock wheels and tires, and we'll just put everything in cubbies. We should be good to go. Get the tires warmed up, get the dampers warmed up in the suspension. So we're just gonna go out nice and easy. I have the car not in track mode. Wow, this thing feels pretty good. I have some upgraded brake pads in it. I've never actually had this car on summer tires on this track. I've been out here in winter tires goofing around. And I also haven't, whoa, real dusty. I need to be mindful of that. I also haven't spent much time in this car on stock wheels and tires. So really looking forward to seeing how this car does when we rip it. But I have to say, conditions are chilly and it's a not so grippy surface. Wow, the acceleration. Model 3 Performance is quick. And this is just our warm-up lap. I don't even have it in slip start or anything. We're just cruising. So well balanced. The drivetrain control is so good. You can just hammer this thing around. Wow, I forgot just how good this car was. Looking a little dusty through here, yep. So just need to be mindful of track surfaces, but overall, I gotta say, this thing feels good. I'm noticing a slight clunk from the front right corner. I've had it happen for a little while now. Well, let's get ourselves lined up and we'll set a quick lap time just for comparison. This isn't, we don't need to like get into like tenths of stuff, but I just want to get a good idea. You have to go park to put it in track mode. Most annoying thing ever. And then let's see what kind of settings we want to choose for track mode. I think we'll do, let's see, out of spec. I think I'll do 70 or 80, well, let's go 75% rear, 25 front, regen full, stability assist off. And I'm gonna set the lap situation, tap and hold map location to indicate finish line. Okay, so let me put it in satellite view. And boom, there's our start finish. So let's start, shall we? 3, 2, 1, full throttle. Coming in, really good balance here. I have it set 75 rear. Wow, these tires are a lot of grip. Under braking, good rotation. Want a little less of that. Maybe need to set it a bit more forward bias, but that's okay. Remember, it was dusty through here, really dusty. Whoa, super dusty. Back to the power. Wow, this is an unbelievably capable machine. On the brakes. I forgot just how fun and tossable this was. Coming out, full beams down the straightaway. Here we go. And standing on the brake pedal, full ABS. Come on, slow down. And back to the power. Yes, up over the hill. Whoa! Huge compression. It got a little lighter than I was expecting through there. Again, we're working with track conditions, so a little bit dusty, just balancing it on the edge. A little bit of brake into here. And balance, 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 full power, come on. And that was a 106. I probably could shave 3-4 seconds off of it, but I don't think the spare tires will do as well. But I would say that was a pretty good lap. And we had 1.6 Gs of G-forces max. Pretty sweet. So you can see here some of the data. We had 1.1 Gs left, 1.6, 1 G front and rear. Braking was a little low just because it's so dusty. It was hard to get grip. You can see the track, and we did a 106.899. Again, this is just for not shaving lap times off. I could certainly do a little bit better, but for the first lap of the day, and then we'll get it on the spare tires now. We don't have too much time. We have to shoot some other stuff today. I think it's a good basis for comparison. Wow, this Model 3 performance really is a pretty spicy meatball, I have to say. There's a couple things I'm actually kind of worried about, really, is what's the car's sensors going to do when it sees these little 135s in there. I guess I reset the car to look for 18-inch wheels, even though I think these are a little bit narrower diameter rolling than normal. And then we'll put it in track mode. But if the car really does freak out, we can just pull a wheel speed sensor, and that will disable all stability systems. Don't recommend doing that to your car, but it's my car, so I said don't do it to yours. Look at the size difference between these things. We'll do a gentle little starting lap just to feel it out. Well, so far, literally 0 warning lights. The car just thinks everything's normal. I should remount this GoPro. Oh, sorry to our viewers for the wonderful filming that we do here. And it just drives like a normal car. Right now, you would have no idea. Yeah, it feels good. Brakes. I mean, nothing. There was a little clunk there, but that's from the suspension, I think. I don't think anyone's ever put 4 spare tires on a Model 3 before. This is the first. So, wow, it has good traction. Did you feel that, Jordan?
Yeah, that was awesome. Unexpected.
Unexpected traction. Hold on, let's do a launch, shall we? Let's just come here and nail it. Let's see if it can. Model 3 performance. It's all warmed up, 70%. A little bit of wheel spin, but incredible grip, actually. Holy smokes. Wow. I thought this would be way slipperier than it actually is. Let's just do a braking test. Why does it have so much grip? I don't think it's going to be that much slower. Man, it feels so much better than I thought it would, genuinely. A little bit of, I mean, like I forced it to do that, but we're not in track mode or anything. I just want to make sure it can handle the lateral loads of the heavy car, which Modern Spare says, no problem, you're good to go, which they've never tested it this aggressively, but maybe they have. Look at that.
As someone back here who's not steering, this feels like a factory car.
You would have no idea. Hold on, we got to tell Timon. Timon, you would have no idea this isn't factory. It has so much grip. Do you want to experience? You got to just get in and feel this really quick. Well, yeah, we're not on exactly tires and wheels that are made for this. Ready?
Yeah.
Can you believe it has that much traction?
I would not expect that at all.
Look at that too.
Well, that seems like it. The braking.
Okay, so the braking may not be as good.
Yeah, but everything else seems fine.
Just like, isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Okay, well, what do you say we put it in track mode just to see it? I mean, we're just testing it out. Track mode here and drift. Where is this? Oh, wait, I can go here and I can go drift. And I have to put it in drive. Thank you. A little bit odd. A little bit of an odd sensation. Okay, I'm gonna run a lap time before we burn off the tires, and then we'll do some drifting. How about that? On some spare tires. That's insane to me, isn't it? A little bit loose. Wow. It's crazy. Big power too.
Amazing.
This is, I thought we were going to be like on icicles or an ice road. I didn't think we'd have this much grip to slide it. Man, I can only imagine this surface and that little tire at 135 with this much weight. It's just going to wreck the tire. So let's get a lap time under us before we start sliding around, shall we? And then if we have any left, we'll take it to a skid pad and burn them off later on. Does that sound good?
Yeah, will we have any left? That's a big question.
Well, the front should have left.
Knowing Kyle, no.
Okay, well, I'm going to go here to the start finish. I guess I'll dial in track mode a little bit. And well, let's film a hot lap.
Sounds good.
All right, so I have track mode in the exact same settings as before. Now we're on little 135s. Man, this is the ultimate stress test for a tire that's meant to be used in very little circumstance. So what do you say we reset our lap timer? We have 25% front, 75 rear, same as before, like I mentioned. Let's see if we can start a new situation. And are we ready? 3. Oh wait, I think I have to move or go to the start finish, which is, that's right, it's right up here. I forgot. Whoops, wrong start finish point. Right here. Boom. Stop, start, and are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Great traction off the line, surprisingly. Coming into some of these corners, I'm amazed it can handle the load of the car. Whoa! It's really not that much slower. Full brakes. Needs a little more front end grip, if I'm honest. Coming out, just balancing it right on these tires. Dusty, dusty, dusty throttle. Oh, a little bit too tail happy there. Full brakes. Okay, traction, full traction. Let's go, full throttle down the straightaway. I don't know what the top speed is rated for, but I think we've exceeded it. Full brakes. That's where you do notice, you know, the benefit of having a full summer tire. Full speed ahead, up over the hump. It's gonna give huge compression on the right side, a little rub, but it handled it. Man, if the wheel and tire can stay together over that level of aggression, a little bit dusty, let's go, get the power down, car. Come on, balance, let's go. Over the start finish, we're full throttle. And on the brakes. It was a 111. That wasn't even that much slower. So you lose about 5 seconds around a 1 mile circuit like this, which really isn't nearly as bad as I thought. And it's not about the time, it's about like we just shredded these wheels and tires on a Model 3 that isn't designed, or these wheels and tires aren't designed for track use. That's amazing. Well, that's all fun, but let's drift it. So 100% power to the rear, stability assist full off. We have regen to full. We'll let them film. And here we go for some slidey stuff. Let's just see how it feels, right? Pretty good. Get it in. Nice, feels nice. Feels nice. It definitely needs a little bit more tire, I think. Nice. It's pretty controllable. It's got a lot more grip than you would think. And big power down. Wow, amazing they're handling this. Standing on the brakes, that's full brakes. Chuck it in. Big skids. Oh yes. It's odd to slide on spare tires. Up over the hump. Sideways over the hump. Stick it through in the dirt. Big skids. Big skids. Oh yes, you can drift it. That was a drifting lap. Holy smokes. It's, yeah, what's interesting though is when you have more grip and you're sliding, you can actually maintain more speed. So the speeds here are pretty low, but like if you were to do a little transition like this, sideways, sideways, right? Oh. Traction control didn't like that. And sliding it this way. Nice. I say we should check the tires and make sure we haven't just destroyed them, but holy smokes, this is a freaking blast. One last one. Timing for fun. And into the pits to check the tires. It's such an odd sensation. Wow. Well, I have to say I'm really impressed with how well these things held up, but like I was mentioning, drifting on 135s in something this heavy, look at this surface, by the way, it's so hardcore, it'll just delaminate anything. Yeah, we kind of chewed up the tires a little bit, I would say. So we're down to cords, and that was about, so you get about 2 miles of drifting consistently, and then the tires are gone. So sorry, you don't get that much range if you get a flat tire. And now you join us at the Colorado National Speedway just down the street from where we were. Take a look at this, a beautiful looping track. It's almost a mile, it's about 3/4 of a mile of a loop. And now that you're properly dizzy, take a look at what we have the car set up. So we have the factory wheels on the front, and we put the 2 good remaining spare tires on the back. Now this is where we're really just going to shred these things all the way down. And it's going to be interesting because when we were drifting on track earlier, it was nice because we had 135s on the front and rear. What this means now is the front's not going to slide at all. It's going to be kind of potentially difficult to hold a skid with this. I've never actually driven a car that's on such a difference in front and rear tire. And most of the cars that I do drive and we're sliding have a staggered setup in the opposite way where it has a larger rear tire. So you really have to power through. This will be an interesting experience to see what it's like, but I think this is really going to be the ultimate torture test. I know I keep saying that, but we're just going to shred them on the remaining spare tires and let's see what it's like with the car set up like this. It's going to be interesting. Track mode on and let's go full drift. Dang, I keep forgetting how to use this software. Drift preset. Everything's good. So I don't really know what our plan is to do, but I'm just going to kill these rear tires. So let's just see how it feels, shall we? It should be kind of interesting to get a good feel for it. Oh, good this way. Nice. Feels nice. Okay, I like it. Let's come in. Nice, I like it. We're just doing figure eights. Nice. Let's do it. Seems sweet, doesn't it? Some big skids. Hell yes. We'll just do figure eights all day till they pop. See if we can do some cyclones. Almost no grip. Yep. Tires are gone. Zero grip left. Yep, all done. I'm actually super impressed. No cords. That's better than what we were experiencing before, probably because they've been heat cycled now. I thought they were giving up, but they must have just gotten hot and slick because they had no traction. Why don't you guys hop in with me and we'll just slide them around.
It smells like rubber.
It smells like rubber, but I'm surprised how well they've been holding up. So should we try and do some higher speed skids, Jordan?
Sure.
Jordan's in the back now filming just so you guys have a secondary angle. But I say, let's just see how this thing is when we build up some speed, okay? So let's just, you can see it's already loose in the rear. Bigger stuff. Flip it around the other way. It's coming in under braking. Little chuckaroo. Big loops. And there goes that tire.
Woo!
Oh, I thought the piece was coming for me.
Yep, that's not gone well.
Proper.
It's gonna burst.
And this is how you know you've had a successful day. Just tore up tires. All of them shredded. Proper work. Well, there you guys have it. 4 spare tires drifting on a Model 3. Look, at the end of the day, we just wanted to have some fun and see how these spare tires held up. I gotta say, I'm impressed. But again, this isn't really a practical test. So if you're buying a modern spare, I don't think I would recommend doing this every single day. You wouldn't get much tread life out of it. But if you happen to be stranded, you need a good tire just to get you to the next town, the next service station, home. It's come in handy many times, and now we've successfully slid around on these tires. I'm surprised at how well they actually held up out here on the skid pad. We got a good solid long time, just full sideways action. And what a blast it was. The Model 3 chassis, track mode, it's all magical stuff. It really is. It's pretty neat. Thanks for watching.